I'm here in Long Beach, California. It is pouring. Oh my gosh. I had a breakage in my Suburban where the sunroof has had issues where the it's not working. So I had a barrier built with using some plastic tarps and bags and stuff, and it broke. So I am completely drenched. But anyway, so I wanted to show you something because this is a video I want to do in the future. I've always wanted to do this to tell you something a little, it's kind of interesting. Okay, so first of all, I want to wish you a happy new year, right? And what's interesting, so happy 2023, and we are there. Isn't that amazing? I mean, I'm telling you, I have seen so many change every year. We are just like on a ramp of what's going on around the world. It's a battle between God, Lord, and our Creator, and the angels, and Satan, demirs, and the evil forces, right? And it is just amazing because that, you know, we still have blessed moments. So let's come with love, joy, and peace, and light, and we just be who we are. So we don't focus on that negativity. Because I told you we give them energy, and they just suck it. So anyway, so what's interesting about this is coming out of Sydney. I'm going to do a little from the Global News to show you about Sydney. I've been checking all the places. It's so cool. So if you have time, you got to check it out. Go to Global News and just check out all the places they had done videos from the UK to Rio de Janeiro to all over the world. It's awesome, right? But okay, so anyway, so happy New Year's, and I hope to do a great video tomorrow about the New Year. Okay, so stay tuned for that. Tune in, stay tuned. Remember, everything is energy, frequency, and vibrations. Anyway, all right. So I hope you're having a great New Year and are ready. So let's make a difference this year. Let's be positive. And also, I've learned so much. I want to thank you, also, brothers and sisters and friends, and everyone out there for helping me to have a great year. Right? I wouldn't have been here today without you. And I want to thank you, and I care so much about you, right? You're the best, right? You're amazing. So I love you with all my heart and soul for this 2023. And I'm going to show you something, though. So here's real quick. So I'm going to show you that energy, the apparitions can use that to, I don't know if you see it already. You see right in here, you got a face. Isn't that cool? Right? And you got something over here. That looks like a bird actually flying out of there. And you get another face sticking out of here, right? And so you got to realize every time that energy is released, that they can use that energy to make them more visible, the spiritual world, okay? It's more visible because it's energy, right? And so there's actually things where I've seen, like in Vietnam, I need to do a whole video about this energy and stuff like that, about apparitions, all these things, right? About spiritual manifestations and stuff like this. But anyway, so back to that. Vietnam, there was an individual who, this guy had shown me that of a bomb that had gone off, and it had like this ram formation, this ram coming out, perfect ram. And I was blown away. I was like, you've got to be kidding me, my friend. He goes, isn't that amazing? And he survived this blast. There's a long story behind that one. But, so anyway, so see, in the fireworks, remember, the fireworks are energy, and they produce energy. So, and they can use that immediately, right? So I'm going to back this up a little bit to right here and see if you can see this. Yeah, check out Sydney's. Sydney is awesome. Oh, I know I keep interrupting you, trying to enjoy this. Here's the deal. Australia has the highest incidence of mysterious deaths going on right now, like in a per capita base. They said they don't understand why their death rates are so high. I think I'd bring this in a previous video. Now, I don't want to get banned. Let's think about that for a minute. The highest controls with the Jabba Jabbaroos. You know what I'm talking about? The snake poison. You got to be kidding me. And they said they don't understand why there's this mysterious record number of deaths in Australia. Well, Australia, that's because you're more a totalitarianism regime right now than anybody else, and having all these stringent requirements, trying to jabba jabberoo everybody. It's kind of obvious, right? It doesn't take a rocket scientist to understand that one. By the way, though, that's what makes me sad, though, is because I have relatives in Australia, the Jameses, and they own a lot of acreage and a lot of land there outside of Sydney. And I've never got to visit them. I visited them in Colorado, and they always said if you come down there, they can spend a month with them. So I hope to see them someday. They had a newborn that was born about 3 years ago, and on a July, that's when we got kind of. I was telling my mother that I was unable to. I contacted them several times, phoned them, stuff like that. So I never got to get in contact with them again. So I want to bless them, the child, and also the James family in Australia. All right, from the land down under. Oh, you know what's interesting? So sorry, you're like, oh, Kirk's all over the place. Well, here's the thing that's interesting. You know, we had a Mandela effect with that song, with the land down under, right? And he said, I'm going to give you it used to be a knuckle sandwich. And I don't hear the song. You know, so anyway, that knuckle sandwich changed to, I'm going to give you a bite of my sandwich or something, a bit of my sandwich, which is actually more pleasant and versus punching somebody in the eye. That is a Mandela effect that is the positive, right? And that's what I've not understood is that some of these Mandela effects are very negative, and we talked about before, are positive. So I don't know what to make of that. I think we need to focus on the positive ones and not the negative ones. Also, there's perspective that when you see even the biblical changes, some are disgusting. I mean, there's like really in the Christian Bible, some are gross, some are positive. Some are gross, like about men who drinking their own, I hate to say it, urine, and doing some stuff with feces as well. But then you have the positive ones where, you know, you see some positive aspects, and then you're going to think, oh, that's not true, that's blasphemy. A lion laying down with a wolf is kind of cool because that means there's peace between the good and evil, right? That there's a balance. You know, where the scripture says, the lion shall lay down with the lamb. And now I don't know if I'm interpreting that right, but the lion shall lay down with the lamb and follow the child or something like that, right? But it sounds awful, but it actually, a wolf is a mean animal, but it'd be kind of neat that they kind of come together and come to grips and have a peaceful resolution, right? So anyway, so I don't know if there's any other positive spins on it. Some people say there's some positive spins to the Bible, the Christian biblical scripture. I don't know. But anyway, so let's enjoy the moment. And one more thing that I learned. Sorry about that. So, you know, we talked about we're being co-creators. There's a philosopher, you know who it is? I think Sigmund Freud said this. He said that what is your purpose in life? He said is to create your life. You know, because there's many things I said about what is the meaning of life. The meaning of life is to find out who you are, why you're here, and what your mission is, and what your script is, right? Your role, right? And to find out more about yourself. And it's a school, you know, learn to be more patient, kind, and humble. It's a school like the School of Fish in the Christian Bible, blah, 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 right? But he put a spin on that. I never thought about that you got to create your life. And God's going to work with you, our Creator, and also the Lord and the rest to come to meeting grounds on that. Because we make mistakes on these other things. So that, you know, the purpose of life is to be a creator for your God. You're a co-creator. Also co-create with the Lord, because we change this world. We are creators, right? I told you this. And it's not blessed to say we're gods, because if we come with the power of God in us and the Lord and the peace, we'd have a completely different world. There wouldn't be all this nasty political wars and the greed for money. That we'd have like decent even architecture. I mean, God, the filth we got today is not pleasant. We'd actually work with energy, true energy solutions where we're not impacting the environment, the animals, and things like this, right? So we'd have the power of God. But I know that God, you know, so that we work with God on these things, right? And be co-creators. So that's even your life. You know, you are the meaning to life is another aspect. See, there's probably not just one meaning, right? You cannot just say, what is the meaning of life? Well, there's actually multiple meanings, right? And so, you know, it goes on, right? To me, it's to, you know, help another friend, my friends out there, do the best I can. It's learn about love, patience, kindness. We've gone through all these things, right? But also to be a creator in the sense that you got to create your life. Create a good life. Create a life that leaves purpose behind in this world, and a purpose to, in the spiritual aspects, to be, more just to create a reality. See that they talk about all these people talking about manifesting your reality. Create a reality and manifest great things and create great things to yourself and the people around you. I hope that makes sense, right? That's what frustrates me. I always put a spin on this on the other flip side of the coin. That's what frustrates me. How many of these manifestors manifest your reality? It's all self-centered. It's selfish. This New Age stuff, it disappoints me. You never hear them say, I want to manifest this for my friend. I want to manifest this for my wife. I want to manifest this. Because it's about giving. That's what Christmas is about. Giving a gift. You give. You want to give more than receive. You give out. The Lord gave more than He received. He gave so much for us, right? It's about giving. So anyway, so that's what frustrates me. It's all about, well, I'm going to manifest this person for my life, this soulmate, this blah, 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 blah. And they never talk about manifesting for others, right? That's why you pray for yourself and others, because you care, right? Anyway, all right, so I'm going to watch this. I'm going to show this back this. There you go. There's the apparitions. See, they're forming, and watch them. I'm not going to keep interfering this. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom in there. I almost see a dog in there too. Oh, you're kidding me. So I'm going to focus. There's any others in there? There's a dog here, right in here, I think. Face, whatever, right? All right, so I'm going to push the button. Sometimes you see things in fire and flames. So anyway, I'll do a video about that future. I don't see anything in there, but anyway, about this, okay? Zoom there. Pulling it out to see what happens. Well, that's clear. All right. Anyway, Happy New Year, and let's have just a blessed and just a wonderful. Let's be the fireworks. Let's be the light. Let's be the bang. Let's be the shit. All the stuff, right, for the real. God bless and love you all.